The storm hit without warning, turning the forest into a wall of rain and wind. Marcus Hale stood on his cabin porch, watching lightning split the sky like broken glass. He had lived alone in these woods for 3 years, ever since the accident that took his wife and daughter. Solitude had become his only companion, his only comfort. Then the sky tore open. A streak of fire screamed overhead, so close Marcus felt the heat wash over his face. The object crashed into the hillside half a mile away, shaking the ground beneath his boots. He grabbed his flashlight and medkit out of pure instinct. Years of survival training never really left a man. The wreckage was unlike anything from Earth. The metal hull shimmered with strange patterns. Half buried in mud and smoking in the rain, Marcus approached cautiously, his heart hammering. Through the cracked cockpit, he saw movement. She was sprawled across twisted metal, her body covered in dark blue armor that seemed to pulse with dying light. Her skin had a faint silvery hue, and her features were sharp, elegant, alien. Blood-violet-colored blood seeped from a gash across her shoulder. Marcus climbed inside. "Hey, can you hear me?" Her eyes snapped open, pure gold with vertical pupils. In one fluid motion, she grabbed his wrist with crushing strength. "Stay back," she hissed, in accented but clear English. "Human, don't touch me. You're bleeding out," Marcus said calmly, though his arm throbbed in her grip. "Let me help you. I need no help from your kind." She tried to rise, but collapsed with a gasp of pain. Her armor flickered and died completely. Marcus gently pried her fingers loose. "Listen, I don't know who you are or why you're here, but you'll die in this storm. My cabin is close. Let me patch you up then. You can hate humans all you want." She glared at him with such intensity he almost stepped back. But beneath the anger, he saw something else. Fear, exhaustion, loneliness. He recognized all too well. "I'm Seraphina of Kelthera," she whispered. "If my people find me with you, they will kill us both. Then we better move fast." Marcus slid his arm under her shoulders. She tried to push him away weakly, but her strength was fading. "Come on, warrior. Let me be stubborn for both of us tonight." For a moment, their eyes met in the flickering lightning. Then, reluctantly, she leaned into him. Marcus carried her into the rain, feeling the weight of something far heavier than her body. He was carrying someone else's war, someone else's pain, but he had carried worse. Breaking through the ice, morning light filtered through the cabin windows, soft and golden. Marcus woke in his chair beside the fireplace, every muscle aching. Seraphina lay on his bed, still unconscious, her breathing finally steady. He had spent the night cleaning her wounds, wrapping them with what supplies he had. Her blood had dried to a dark purple on his hands. She woke with a gasp, bolting upright and reaching for a weapon that wasn't there. Her golden eyes scanned the room frantically until they landed on Marcus, who raised his hands slowly. "Easy. You're safe here." She laughed bitterly. "I will never be safe." But she didn't try to run. Instead, she examined the bandages on her shoulder, then looked at him with guarded curiosity. "Why did you help me?" Marcus poured coffee, offering her a cup. She sniffed it suspiciously. "Because you needed help. That's reason enough. Humans don't do things without wanting something in return." She took the cup anyway, her fingers brushing his for a brief moment. The touch sent an unexpected warmth through him. "Some of us do." Marcus sat across from her. "What were you running from?" Seraphine's jaw tightened. For a long moment, she stared into the fire. "My people, the Keltharians, are conquerors. I was a scout commander, sent to survey Earth for invasion." She met his eyes. "But when I saw your world, your people, I couldn't do it. I refused my orders. So they branded me a traitor." Marcus absorbed this slowly. "You saved us. I saved myself from becoming a monster." She set the cup down with shaking hands. "Now they hunt me. If they find me here, they will destroy everything within 100 miles to erase the evidence. Then we make sure they don't find you." Marcus stood, moving to the window. "I've hidden from things before. I can do it again." "Why?" Seraphina stood too. And for the first time in years, he felt something crack inside his chest. "Because 3 years ago, I lost my family. I couldn't save them, But maybe I can save you. Something shifted in Seraphine's expression. The ice in her eyes began to melt. She took a step closer, studying his face as if seeing him for the first time. You are different from what I expected. So are you. Marcus smiled slightly. For an alien warrior, you're pretty bad at staying distant. A ghost of a smile crossed her lips. Don't mistake a moment of weakness for trust, human. It's Marcus. And I wouldn't dream of it. But as the days passed, the walls between them began to crumble. She taught him words in her language. He showed her how to cook human food. In the quiet evenings, they shared stories of their worlds, their losses, their regrets, and slowly, carefully, something beautiful began to grow in that isolated cabin. The seventh night changed everything. Marcus woke to Seraphine's hand over his mouth, her eyes wide with alarm. They're here, she breathed. 3 trackers. Keltharian. They landed 2 miles north. His heart raced. How long do we have? Hours. Maybe less. She pulled away, already gathering her things. I have to go. If I lead them away, no. Marcus grabbed her arm. We do this together. Together? She stared at him incredulously. Marcus, these are trained killers. You're just what? Just a human? He smiled grimly. You'd be surprised what we're capable of when we're protecting something that matters. Seraphine's breath caught. I matter to you? More than you know. The words hung between them, heavy with meaning. She touched his face gently, her cool fingers tracing his jaw. You foolish, brave man. Then she kissed him, fierce and desperate. The kiss tasted like goodbye, but Marcus pulled her closer, refusing to let it end that way. When they broke apart, both were breathing hard. Still think I should run alone? She whispered, not a chance. Marcus grabbed his hunting rifle and his father's old military gear. I know these woods better than anyone. We used that advantage. We spent the next hours setting traps, creating false trails, preparing the forest itself to be their weapon. Serafina moved with deadly grace, while Marcus used every survival trick he knew. Working together, they were formidable. But the Keltharian trackers were relentless. Marcus spotted them first through his scope. Tall, armored figures with weapons that hummed with alien energy. He signaled Serafina, who circled wide. The plan was simple. Divide them. Confuse them. Survive. The first tracker triggered Marcus's trap, a deadfall that sent logs crashing down. The alien dodged but stumbled into the ravine Marcus had marked. One down, but the others adapted quickly, spreading out and scanning with advanced tech. Marcus fired twice, missing but drawing their attention. He ran, heart pounding, leading them deeper into the forest. That's when Serafina struck. She dropped from the trees like a phantom, disabling the second tracker with brutal efficiency. But the third caught her with an energy blast that sent her sprawling. Marcus didn't think. He charged, tackling the alien from behind and fighting with raw desperation. The tracker was stronger, but Marcus fought dirty human style. He won by inches, by pure stubborn refusal to die. When it was over, he collapsed beside Serafina, both of them bleeding and exhausted. She rolled to face him, her golden eyes soft in the moonlight. You saved me again, she whispered. We saved each other. Marcus reached for her hand, lacing their fingers together. That's what people do when they... ... When they love, she finished. A choice between worlds. The cabin felt different now, charged with unspoken emotion. Seraphine's wounds healed quickly thanks to her alien physiology, but she moved differently around Marcus. Softer, more open. The warrior's armor had finally fallen away, revealing the woman beneath. Marcus caught her staring at him while he cooked breakfast. Something on your mind? She smiled, that rare, genuine smile that made his heart skip. I was thinking how strange this is. A month ago, I was preparing to help conquer your world. Now I would burn my own to keep you safe. He set the pan aside and moved to her, cupping her face in his hands. You don't have to burn anything. We'll figure this out, will we? Seraphine's voice cracked. My people will send more hunters. They always do. And I. She looked away. I have to leave soon. There's a resistance group, Other Caltharians who oppose the Empire. They're my only chance. Marcus's chest tightened. Then I'll come with you. No. She gripped his wrists. Your world, your life, it's here. I won't take that from you. You're not taking anything. Marcus pulled her close, feeling her heartbeat against his. You're giving me something I thought I'd lost forever? Purpose? Hope? Love? Love. Seraphina trembled in his arms. I never knew humans could be like you. So fierce in their loyalty, so willing to sacrifice for others. That's what love is, he whispered into her hair. It's not about belonging to the same world. It's about choosing to be in the same world, no matter what that takes. She pulled back to look at him, tears glistening in her golden eyes. Then choose me, Marcus. Choose this impossible thing between us, he answered by kissing her deeply, pouring everything he felt into that moment. She responded with equal passion, her hands tangling in his hair, pulling him closer. They stumbled toward the bedroom, shedding barriers both physical and emotional. That night, they learned each other in ways words couldn't capture. Every touch was a promise, every whispered name, a vow. Seraphine's skin glowed faintly in the darkness, patterns of light tracing across her body like living art. Marcus mapped every line with his fingers, his lips, committing her to memory. I never believed in soulmates. Seraphina breathed as they lay tangled together afterward. My people don't have such concepts. But now, now you understand. Marcus kissed her shoulder. Some connections transcend biology, transcend worlds. She turned in his arms, her expression vulnerable. I'm afraid, Marcus. Afraid of losing this. Losing you. Then don't let fear make your choices. He held her tighter. Stay. Fight. Choose us. Dawn broke on their 10th day together, and with it came the final test. Marcus woke to find Seraphina by the window, fully dressed in her repaired armor, a weapon at her side. His stomach dropped. You're leaving. They're coming, she said without turning. 5 ships this time. Command level. They won't stop until I'm dead or captured. Then we fight. Marcus rose, reaching for his gear. No. She finally looked at him, and he saw the resolve there. This time I lead them away. Far away. You'll be safe. Safe. Marcus laughed harshly. You think I care about safe? I care about you, which is why I'm leaving. Seraphina crossed to him, pressing something into his hand. A small device that pulsed with soft light. This is a beacon. When it's over, when I've lost them, or... She swallowed hard. You'll know. Marcus threw the device aside and grabbed her shoulders. I am not letting you martyr yourself. We figured out the last group together. We can do it again. 5 ships, Marcus. With that firepower, they'll level this entire region just to be certain. Then we give them a reason to land, to come close. Marcus moved to his computer, pulling up terrain maps. What if we make them think you're hurt, vulnerable? Draw them into the canyon, where their tech advantage means nothing? Seraphina studied the map, her tactical mind engaging. It's risky. Everything worth doing is... He met her eyes. You taught me that love is choosing each other no matter what. So let me choose this fight. Let me choose you. She kissed him hard, desperately. You beautiful, stubborn fool. They prepared quickly, setting the stage for their gambit. Seraphina activated her damaged ship's distress beacon, making it look like she was trapped. Marcus positioned himself in the rocks above. Armed with every weapon and explosive he had, the Caltharian ships descended like metal predators. 5 warriors emerged, heavily armed. Seraphina waited until they entered the canyon, then triggered the trap. Explosions rocked the narrow space, disabling their equipment. Marcus fired from above, providing cover as Seraphina engaged in close combat. It was chaos. Beautiful, terrifying chaos. Marcus took a blast to his side but kept fighting, refusing to fall. Seraphina moved like liquid death, but there were too many. Just when it seemed they would be overwhelmed, she roared something in her language and activated her armor's emergency protocol. The resulting pulse knocked everyone back and fried the Caltharian systems. In the sudden silence, only two stood. Marcus collapsed, clutching his wound. Serafina dragged him clear, tears streaming down her face. "Stay with me." "Marcus, please, did we win?" he gasped. "Yes, you insane human. We won." She pressed her forehead to his. "And I'm staying. No more running. This is my home now. You are my home." As dawn light filled the canyon, Marcus smiled through the pain. "Took you long enough to decide," she laughed through her tears. "I was always going to choose you. I just needed to make sure you chose me too." "Every time," he whispered. "Every world, every life, I choose you." And in that moment, amid the wreckage and the dawn, a human and an alien proved that love needs no translation, respects no boundaries, and fears no distance between stars.